In this video, we will show you how to approve a requisition using the Lawson portal. When a requisition is submitted, it will automatically route to the necessary approver. If there are requisitions that need approval, you will see an email from notify@snch.org in your inbox. What happens when an approver does not take action? First off, escalation of a requisition will not be allowed anywhere in the flow. Once a requisition is submitted, it will sit in the approver's in-basket for 72 hours. If after 72 hours no action is taken, a first reminder will be sent to the approver, and the requester will be copied on the reminder. If no action is taken 24 hours after the first reminder, a second reminder will be sent to the approver, and the requester will be copied on the reminder. If still no action is taken, then the requisition will remain open in the system. Open the email notification request to see the details of the requisition. The details in the email include the type of item, the account unit, which is the department number, account, which is the expense code number, activity, which is only used in capitals. This code number must be provided when preparing capital or project requisitions, and account category, which is also only used in capitals. Review the information and then click on the in-basket link. Now enter your username and password. Note, this will be your regular network ID and password. After logging in, the system will bring you to your in-basket. You will see your role title on the left side of the screen and the number of requisitions that need approval on the far right of the screen. Click on your role or the number to see the details at the bottom of the screen. Click on the requisition you would like to approve. This will show you additional details and provide you with some action buttons. The action buttons are Approve, which will approve the requisition as is. The requisition will move to the next approver. This will not send an email notification to the requester. The Return button is used if there is an error on the requisition that needs to be changed. Note, you must enter a comment describing what changes are needed before you click on Return. Once you click Return, an email is sent to the requester notifying them that the requisition has been returned. This will allow them to make all necessary changes and once again submit the requisition for approval. The Reject button kills the requisition and it cannot be modified. This should only be used when you do not want to purchase the item or significant changes warrant re-entering the requisition. Note, you must add a comment indicating why the requisition is being rejected before selecting Reject. The requester will then receive an email notifying them of the action taken by the approver. Since there is an error with the requisition that cannot be corrected, we will reject this requisition. So we must first add a comment to the requisition by first clicking on the Messages tab. Then click on Add. Enter a subject, and then enter your comment. Make sure to be as specific as possible when entering a comment for a requisition that is being returned or rejected. When you are finished, click Save. Before taking action, you may optionally review the following tabs. Details, which will provide pertinent details about the requisition, such as the Approved by VAT field. All new items must go through the Value Analysis team for approval. The requester will need to indicate this process has been followed by flagging this field with the letter Y. Whether bids were obtained, amount, accounting, and a link called Document Image. These documents will be in the form of scanned attachments and will provide you with backup documentation for large purchases such as capital requisitions. We will show you an example of this later in the video. Use the History tab to see who has approved the requisition so far, if any. From the Related Links tab, you can click on the Open button next to a link. This will take you inside the Lawson Requisition module, where you can view every detail about the requisition. Since there is an error with the requisition that cannot be corrected, we will reject this requisition. Note, once you have taken action, the requisition will no longer display in your in-basket. Let's examine another requisition. Looking at the quantity, we can see that this number is too high. Since all the other information in this requisition looks good, we can simply return this requisition to the requester to be fixed. Before we hit the return button, we must add a comment to let the requester know what is wrong. Click on the Messages tab, and then click Add. We will enter a subject, and then a detailed message explaining what must be changed on the requisition. When you're finished, click Save. And finally, click the Return button. Let's open one more requisition. Since this requisition was for a large purchase, a document image was included. To view this attachment, remember to right-click on Document Image so you can select Open New Window to review the documents. This will enable you to view other documents attached to other requisitions without continually logging in to Perceptive. Enter your username and password and click Enter. Now click on the link to view the document. When you're finished reviewing the document, close the tab. It should be noted the document image link will always appear when approving a requisition. It does not necessarily mean a document is attached. Thus, it should be accessed when you are reviewing and approving requisitions for capital items, service agreements, work complete type purchases, and repairs. Since there are no issues with this requisition, we can click on Approve. Once all approvals are made, the requisition will move to the Materials Management Department for final processing, where a purchase order will be created and released. As you familiarize yourself with the new approval process, please do not hesitate to call Materials Management to answer any questions. Thank you. When you approve a requisition, it moves to the next level of the approval process flow. When you return a requisition due to an error or a change you would like made, an email will be sent to the requester notifying them of the return along with your message. When you reject a requisition, it cannot be modified and it is basically killed. An email will be sent to the requester notifying them of this action along with your message. Thank you.